Hello everybody, welcome back to more Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflections. Last time we met Lady Eleanor, Princess of Vermeil, and taught her a bit more of our ways, and she confided in us that Vermeil is in dire straits. Now, to get our minds off of that, we are going after a endangered monster species to hopefully collect an egg and preserve it. Firstly, though, we must find said invasive species. Looks like it's gonna be over here. Or we're getting a better look at the area using that lookout. Why, if it isn't the prince, good work with your ranger duties. Oh, right, feel free to use this map I cobbled together. I insist, actually. Helpful, thank you very much. Now, what exactly are we? Ooh, blue young cuckoo. That's probably not the invasive species we're looking for, though. Looking for something that doesn't really fit in with the natural environment.
What's this?
Gonna remove all of my previous pins I had. Windmills make farm work that much easier. Palamu down there. Saw that earlier. Regular young cuckoos. Royal Ludroth. What are we looking for?
Okay.
Nursella. Antidotes you never know when a Nursella. Oh! Oh, a
What's
purple
this?
Gypsaros. Actually, that makes sense if Nursella are in the area. Natural food source.
Hold on.
There's a Poogie down there. I will mark that. What am I looking for?
Hold on.
Oh, after enough time in the game, nope, that is just the thing. That is just the marker I set earlier. Am I missing something? I might be missing something. Oh yeah, down here.
Hey.
Say, Eleanor, are those shepherd hair acting strange to you? Something's got them
Right.
agitated. More alert than strange. Their ears are standing straight up, eyes trained in that direction. Yeah, something.
No.
Could there be something over there?
Okay.
Let's head in the direction the shepherd hair are facing. Observing endemic life is a great way to find invasive monster territories. That's true in real life. You can always find out certain animals know more than we do. Oh, just a jump. Okay.
All right.
You know what? I will be right back. I'm going to go search around the map a little bit, gather healing items because I don't have like any actual healing items and I'm gonna want some, so I will be right back. So while I was going around finding items, I found one of the characters from the subquest we were talking about from an old feline. I was wondering if I looked like Kelby from above. Anywho, he realized its mistake right quick and dropped me. Hurt my legs in the fall. Can't seem to move too good. Better than becoming wyvern chow at any rate. My palico's looking for me, you say? Think you could let her know I'm resting here. So yeah, I can actually go. I'll actually go and turn that in. Have you found my Meowster, Prince Leo? Yes, we did. Say what? It carried him all the way over there? That's pretty far away. Thank me so very much, Your Highness. I'll go bring him a potion or two. Rations. Alright. And we're back. So, I ended up just grabbing a few things. We now have a few potions on hand, so hopefully this will be a bit easier. All these storks are pretty agitated.
Whoa!
Look, that's an invasive monster. That's a Yangaruga. And it's weird. This must be the invasive monster's territory. Still, no sign of the endangered species egg we seek. Can we find that egg, I wonder? What if we make the invasive monster retreat? I bet we can find an egg back in its den. True, they do take up residence in the dens of endangered monsters. If we can make a retreat, we should find the egg we seek. Fine plan, but invasive monsters are no slouches. We'll need to find some sort of weak point if we want to make it retreat.
Time to go.
First, we'll investigate the territory and look for invasive monster tracks. Find the tracks, take on the monster, and make it retreat.
Even so.
Once the invasive monster spawns to you, you won't be able to flee. If you sense danger, hide behind some rocks right away. Invasive monsters can be found prowling their territory. If you enter at night, invasive monsters can be found prowling their territory if you enter at night. If you collect invasive monster tracks in their territory before challenging them, Rudy can give you hints to help you formulate a battle strategy. Invasive monsters are highly alert, so try to stay out of their line of sight while collecting tracks. Land a breath attack near invasive monster to temporarily distract it. I forget the button.
Let's go!
That's for... it's specifically Ratha that has breath attacks, okay. These tracks. That's normal. Oh, I'm about to run into it. I can kind of see on the map that little red dot. Okay, it's running that way.
This monster.
Such mighty legs. So break through its most powerful tool might cause it to run. That's what I'm getting at. Alright. I think it's time. Let's do it. Alright. So this is an invasive species. They certainly stand out compared to the feral variants. Rudy, think you can handle retreat support? You found plenty of tracks. Leave support to yours
All
truly.
right.
I'm counting on you. It's a young Garuga.
Counting on you.
I can't remember. I think young Garuga is a power attacker. Assists?
No!
1,000 damage?
What? Watch out!
I don't like the look of this. I think it's winding up for a nasty attack. There's something different in its eyes. It's totally itching for a fight. Looking to finish this off, I reckon. You know what? That sort of thinking leaves it wide open. So if we can prevent that big attack, we might get a chance to make a retreat. That's a big if,
We
though.
have to do this.
We don't have a choice here. Rudy, you're on support. I'm on it. Invasive monsters can only be defeated by pressing the retreat. If you click, Rudy will be able to provide hints. Note that you will not be able to run away until a certain number of turns. Conditions for forcing a retreat vary from monster to monster. So this young Garuga is with its powerful legs. Yes. And I want to attack you. There we go. I don't think it liked that at all.
Let's get to work.
This could be our chance. Hold nothing back. Okay. It just super buffed. Why is... Going for it again? Ugh. Storing power in its legs. Well, one more attack on that should do it.
Eat up!
Eleanor, now is not the time.
You've got this!
As its legs. Okay, there's the retreat.
Yeah! On to the next! Well done.
I see. Once you break its legs, it won't be able to execute that full body charge.
Your Highness!
Splendid work, Your Highness. I say we go investigate the endangered species den at once.
Well done.
Yes, we did it! The invasive monster has retreated, thanks to us.
All right.
So that's the invasive monster's home. The endangered species den. Let's see if we can find one of its eggs. We can find one of its eggs inside. Let us indeed. Invasive monsters will go sleep in an endangered monster's den after retreating. Waking up a sleeping invasive monster will trigger a difficult fight called a decisive battle, during which the invasive monster can be slain.
No.
Egg quartz.
Well,
Some kind of
then.
flying wyvern.
Look at that.
Great find!
That's an endangered species egg. Be sure to take good care of it. Bye!
All right.
There. A little slip shot, but it'll do.
It'll more than do. It's amazing. Who knew you could incubate eggs at a campsite?
No matter where you go or what you're doing, a ranger's always got to be able to hatch an egg.
Good to know. Wow, it's such a rare egg after all. I can't wait.
You can say that again.
But how will we...
Don't worry, I'm an officiant.
Are we ready?
Captain, you should see the grin on your face.
Am I smiling? Yeah, I guess so. This is a very special egg after all.
You first.
Pretty sure that's a Rathian if I remember my eggs from the previous two.
O sacred stone, join rider and spirit in unfailing kinship.
Bind thy untamed spirit to mine.
Rathian! Look at her little face. Adorable. Look at her. I will name this one because I've always had a. No. I've always known that I call my Rathians Verdant.
I can't believe what I'm looking at.
That's a Rathian, an endangered species.
I don't think anyone's seen one of those in decades.
This is unbelievable. This little critter's gonna be the rarest monster around.
No, it won't be a monstie. We're releasing it.
What? But why?
We have to release it. so it can put down roots, and the species can repopulate.
Oh, yeah. Would you call it eco-restore...
Habitat restoration.
That's it! Habitat restoration!
This is a ranger's duty only we can fulfill.
It sure is! So cool!
Right. On to the next step.
Well,
Hmm.
Okay.
Habitat restoration can be formed in areas where a camp has been set up. So let's try it in the Sun Petal Plains.
So, listen.
First, these are the monsters that reside in the Sun Petal Plains. You can tell what monsters are already here. See?
yes.
Okay, but what's going to happen when we add the Rathian to the area? Now, let's select the Rathian and release it back into the wild. Still not sure you should do that, because Rathian can't breed without a Rathalos, because... Whatever. Goodbye, Verdant. I hardly knew ye. Whoa, the habitat's totally changed. Has the Rathian moved in for
Anyway.
good? Exactly. You can live here now. If you repeat habitat restoration for the same monster, its ecosystem rank will increase. Monsters with an raised ecosystem rank will settle into their habitat and can produce eggs with greater latent abilities. Ah, so basically performing a habitat restoration helps monsters get used to an area and then they produce better eggs.
Good work.
You got it. That should be enough for today. Make sure to check the ranger files for more info on habitat restoration. Aye, aye, Captain. That's cool. Habitat restoration allows you to rehabilitate the ecosystem and influence the area by reintroducing monsters into the wild. It can only be performed in areas that have a camp. Habitat restoration can be used to establish an increase a monster's ecosystem rank. Establishing or increasing a monster's ecosystem rank will unlock the following benefits. Eggs will be easier to obtain, and monsties can hatch at slightly higher levels. Monsties can hatch with environment skills. Monsties can hatch with S-rank genes, and it will be possible to encounter that monster in the field. See, that's a really good way for making things easier to find like higher rank monster genes and stuff like that. That's nice. Hey, Captain, isn't that Tobikadachi a funny color? Is that a viper? Oh no, it's not a viper. Well, I'll be. It's rare to see a Tobikadachi with a fire element. Huh? Wait a sec. I thought Tobikadachi were all thunder element monsters. Am I wrong? You're right about that. You occasionally get beasts of a different stripe, or element, as it were, when you keep restoring habitats. Huh. I had no idea habitat restoration had that kind of byproduct. Huh. Never seen that before, Monster Hunter. That's super... Other than through Rite of Channeling in the previous games, you never see monsters with different elements in the wild aside from subspecies like Jade Baroth or Shrouded Nursilla. That's really cool. Monsters that have undergone habitat restoration and have had that region's element applied to them are called dual element monsters. Skills that have the new applied element will be stronger. One with a special skill depending on the applied element they have.
Hey,
The field researchers over there are experts in habitat restoration. I'm sure you could learn a lot if you spoke to them. That's really cool.
Well,
Huh?
Wow.
Ah, Your Highness.
Why, hello, Your Highness. I'm a habitat restoration researcher on a field research team. Shall I impart? None. None. Fair. I'm here whenever you could use a little reminder. Oh yeah, there's Rathian now.
Good to see you.
That's cool. You actually get to see your work pay off. See the environment heal. That's so cool, and I'm so glad that's actually a thing. Prince Leo, your valiant efforts have allowed life in Azuria to flourish once again. However, the Rathian population remains dangerously low. With the invasive young Garuga no longer around to cause trouble, now is the perfect time to restore the Rathians' numbers. We must return the Queen of the Land to the skies. Would you lend your assistance and help restore these Rathian?
Thanks.
Thank you for considering and consenting to my proposal. First, we'll need a Rathian egg, though I imagine finding the egg of an endangered monster won't be easy. However, since you've already done habitat restoration, you might want to look at dens in that same area. Finding eggs and restoring their habitats multiple times will surely improve the ecosystem rank. Our powers may be limited, but let's try to find an egg so we can once again see glorious Rathians soaring high above Azuria. The fact that they just throw a Rathian right there so you can actually see your efforts pay off is really cool. Like, it just tells you immediately that what the game does matters. Take on one rare den, and then I think we'll probably end off here. Gonna grab everything I can. And what do we have in the rare? Temna Saren, that's a cabra, probably. We'll look one more time. Ooh! Very potent bird wyvern egg. That's a young Kutku. Do one more look. Rare Temna Saren egg. We're out of time. It's too dangerous to stay. Yeah, let's leave. I agree.
All right.
Alright. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end off here. We have started to heal the Rathian species and learned a lot more about how how to heal the environment and restore it. Until next time, I will see you all another time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with a friend. It really goes a long way.